The Ravens Flock presents The Black Files, an uncensored interview and review podcast for all geek fandom.
Welcome everybody, friends and pals, guys and gals, boys and girls around the world. Pop a squat, pop open a cold one with all of your friends. It is Wednesday night, it's only a couple of hairs past 10 p.m., and you have been granted access to the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock. So, whether you're a friend or you're a fiend, boy, girl, or in between, you are tuned in to a brand new episode of The Black Files.
That's right. Welcome one, welcome all on Wednesday, June 24th. I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening, and I hope you guys are staving off this scorcher of a hot summer that we're all dealing with, primarily over here in the South. Like, I'm not kidding. Even at nighttime, it is hot out there. Let me put it in perspective. Just the other night last week, I checked the nighttime temperature. I was going to bed at midnight, and it was like 89 degrees out there. Real feel 96.
Jeez, I thought we were having it bad over here. I've got a friend over in the UK, and they're like dealing with it being like 90 something degrees up in the old kingdom over there. We really are in the middle of a like not a hot girl summer, but fucking like dehydrated and passing out from a heat stroke hot girl summer. Woo! I don't know what I'm doing here. Welcome one and all to the Black Files. I am your host, Juan Arouse, one of the heads of the Ravens Flock, the tech guru of the team, candidate for Congress for Florida's 12th district. I am the dude who I'm not gonna lie about myself. I know that I am a bigger dude. I know that I am a very cheeky guy, both physically and metaphorically. But I'm also proud of myself because I used to be a lot bigger than this. And if anyone has any questions, like, oh, hey, wait a minute, but you're still a heavy motherfucker. Why aren't you, trying to, lose that weight? Okay, then what happens when I've got all of this to deal with? You see this? This is all skin. That's all skin here, folks. I'm still I'm losing actual weight, and I'm doing so with my diet. I'm doing so at the insistence of my medical professional that is helping me because I do not like the fact that I have the beatus. All right? That should not have kicked in for another, maybe 10 years. But here I am dealing with it, and I'm trying to be responsible about it. All right? And that's how you deal with things, responsibly.
Yeah, what Juan said.
You know about responsibility, right?
More or less.
Yeah, kind of. All right, and thankfully I am not alone. Joining me are the usual suspects here. Angel Mendez says he's going to be showing up a little bit later on, but let's go ahead and introduce the lovely ladies of the Ravens Flock, our own personal Starlight Rhodes, and cosplayers extraordinaire, and do not ever sell yourselves short, ladies, no matter how vertically challenged you may be. Give it up for Zayana Dragon Fan.
Okay, y'all have free reign to pile on Juan.
Fuck you! Don't make the short. You know what? You have to fear the short people. You know why? We're ninjas. You never see us coming.
Hey, do you want your ankles or your kneecaps?
Do you like your kneecaps?
We can take them out.
Do you like your ankles?
We can take them out with one blow.
Now, for the record, considering that I have not indulged in any short jokes since God knows how long, I legitimately can't remember when I've actually partaken in a short joke. I think I should be allowed at least that one for tonight on account of me not using it as often as I really could.
We'll give you that. Remember, we're also Tonberries, so
yeah, shank, motherfucker.
9.
I'm aware y'all are Tonberries, but y'all go ahead and by the time you guys have made your way up from the Spring Hill area over to downtown Tampa in order to stab me with the ultimate doink of doom, I'll have moved to the side, and you will not have been able to get me because you're locked in a single path. because that's how the freaking game
Oh
animation
no, did
goes.
you know? We evolved.
Yeah. We could turn on.
Why do you think that we can now speak English?
Yeah.
We've evolved. The Tonberries have evolved. You should be scared.
Well, thankfully, I'm going to. Thankfully, I'm going to trust on my. I'm going to trust my reliable.
Society.
In that case, I will do what I do best. I will trust my. I will put my faith and trust in my reliable meat shield / younger brother, the founder of the Ravens Flock, executive producer, content manager of the channel, host of Wrestle Rewind and our main program, the Ravens Flock. Give it up for Mr. Jose Casabona.
And by the time you were doing this, I've already got my exit plan, Wancho. Sorry,
What?
no meat
I'm
shield.
no victim.
Hey.
Anyways, happy to be here, folks. Happy to be here with all my friends. Happy to be here with all the viewers who are tuning in right now. I hope you guys, like I said, it's super hot. Like, Juan, I know you said earlier about your friend. I get it. That does not change our current situation.
It's hot in Topeka.
Oh no, I never said anything about it. About it actually changing our situation. Not at all. I was just.
I'm just glad that we haven't reached the levels of that one scene from The Core where the EM field is gone and the sun burnt that dude's hand and the Golden Gate Bridge went collapsed.
God, deep cut.
Yeah.
Dear Lord, Jose, what is with you?
Anyways, let me go ahead.
Take care of the. Please be so kind as to take care of the housekeeping.
Folks, like all our other shows, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. So make sure you hit the subscribe and the follow button. Click that notification bell for all our content. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker. And for $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everybody know that you're here to help rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalists to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard, staying strong, making your voice our mission. The only thing standing in our way now is the fact that we have to work 9 to 5 jobs just to keep the lights on. However, there's a way that you, folks at home, can help us out and help us all avoid this dim and dismal fate, and that's by doing what you do best, which is supporting the Ravens Flock by liking this content, liking this stream, this video, commenting both during and after the stream, sharing your content across social media to everyone in your life, your friends, family, loved ones, anyone that you think would have an affinity for geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between. That's what we're all about here in the Ravens Flock. We touch into a little bit of everything. We talk about cosplaying, we talk about anime conventions, we talk about animes and TV shows and movies, video games, we talk about pro wrestling, we talk about tech news, we talk about the internal dramas of like the YouTube ecosystem and like the social media ecosystems and all the weird little nuances and like why are my hands dolphins? The point is that's not what's important. The point is that we discuss it all because we know one thing is for certain. You cannot solve a problem if you don't admit that there is one. And there are problems in our nerdy little world, so we ask you fine folks at home to join us as we try to unravel this web of shit that we all live through and hopefully try to find some sort of common ground and solution and path forward that will actually let us enjoy our stuff with dignity. And most important of all, make sure that you and everyone that you refer us to have the subscribe button hit and that you've got the notification bells on for all alerts. The more people you refer us to, the more subscribers we get. The more subscribers we get, the more inner flockers come out of it. And before you know it, we'll be completely self-sustaining to the point where we're no longer just doing this channel for the love of the game, but also as our livelihood. With your help, we can and will succeed. You also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you get access to all of us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. So, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I see Mr. Quake here. He said in Virginia it's very hot. Oh, by the way, it was raining yesterday. Long time no see. We appreciate you, Mr. Quake. Thank you for joining us on the Black Files, and do us a favor, spread the word if you'd be so kind. Holy crap. You can tell that tonight's going to be a doozy, which is why I have spiked my zero sugar cola here with all of Jose's Jack Daniels that he's been keeping on reserve.
Asshole!
Wow. I mean, it's Jack and Coke.
Wancho, listen to me. You don't have to do this. You've been sober for a long time now. You've been clean. You are doing things the right way. Your coaches and your peers told me that you're a different person, that you're a changed man. You saw the light.
Jose, you don't understand. I can't kick the habit. I can't get away. It's gnawing at me. It's like a monkey on my back. I can't get rid of it.
You mean it's like an attached chihuahua that won't let go?
It's worse than an attached chihuahua.
That's just tearing you apart.
It's an attacking chihuahua with a full bladder, and he's pointed his little dingling directly on your foot. So every step that you have to take is squished with the doggy poo. It's squishy, and you can't kick it any harder because you don't want to actually hurt the little thing. You can't actually pick it up because he'll just come and bite you in the hands, and you can't just like get someone else to help because then they're gonna wonder what that smell of doggy pee is, and you'll have to explain how you let him actually take a leak on you, and you're gonna be embarrassed, and they're gonna want to get away from you, and before you know it, the entirety of the world's gonna be turned against you, like in those stupid AI slop fruit videos where a woman has her life destroyed because her farts are too bad. My girlfriend Effie has been sending me way too much of those videos being reenacted by guys in real life. I don't know why that came up, but the point is it's horrible and detestable, and I can't get away. Also, Lisa Boo, hi there, Lisa Boo, welcome to the Black Files. Jose, I have to do it. Besides, if this motherfucker didn't want to be called out again, especially by a little ne'er-do-well like little me, then he should have kept his ugly face and ugly trap shut, kept it out of public life, where he doesn't fucking belong. Yeah. Today we are going to once again take a look at the newest ridiculousness of failed YouTuber and AI slop content creator Gregory James Jackson, aka Onision. Okay, now I know. I'm sorry. I have to. Like I said, if the motherfucker didn't want to be called out, he shouldn't be rearing his ugly face up in public anymore. But that's what he's doing, and so that's what he gets. And that's what he fucking deserves. So sucks to suck. That's what he gets for trying to make himself internet famous, despite the fact that the internet doesn't want to have anything to do with him. We've known about this guy for a while. If you guys have been following the Ravens flock for any substantive amount of time, you will know that roughly around 2018, 2019, we've discussed the various indiscretions of this failed YouTuber, and I'm not going to lie, this guy, he is an actual pedophile, which is why I think I'm going to have to remind folks with our obligatory disclaimer here. We're going to be mentioning Onision. We're going to be mentioning his past misdeeds, which includes and is not limited to him and his spouse, Kai Jackson, also known as LaneyBot, previously having groomed an underage girl who was under their care that they took legal custody of in order to keep her from a bad housing situation, only to have sex with her the instant that she turned 18. It is grooming, it is disgusting, and it is a ratchet and unacceptable breach of trust that anyone could ever go through. Just remember, folks, he is actually still in ongoing litigation, and so with the girls that he has sexually abused. And just remember, Gregory James Jackson is a sexually abusive and psychologically abusive person. He is not well in the brain, and if you value any of your sanity, you'll do your best not to go looking into the iceberg of all of Onision's shit. Trust me, your brain and your sanity and your peace of mind will fucking thank you.
No, Juan is right. You guys don't need to go online and look this stuff up. We know this. We've been covering this for years. We remember it, so you don't have to.
Really? You're just gonna rip off what's his face, nostalgia critic here?
Hey, Brian Zane did it first.
No. He just did it latest. There's a difference. So let's go ahead and get this guy in and out of the way. Now you're probably thinking, wait a minute. Why are you talking about Onision when you've mentioned this Looksmaxxing thing in your thumbnail? Why did you mention that? Why did you mention this guy? Well, it's actually pretty straightforward. We're actually tackling two different topics with one story tonight, and I would like to ask you folks, what do you know about Looksmaxxing? About this new trend of things that that all the young cool boys are allegedly getting into. What do you know, Zayana, Dragonfang? What do you ladies know? I can't hear you.
Hello?
Oh, sorry.
There we
I
go.
just wait really quick.
Oh no, you're okay. You're okay. Also, Lisa Boo sent star for 2 jewels. Thank you for that, Lisa Boo. It's greatly appreciated. And Mr. Quick was saying that he had Sprite with absolute vodka, so I guess that kind of counts. Zayan, I was asking you guys, what do you know about the Looksmaxxing trend? About Looksmaxxing in general? What do you know about it?
All I know is just they look ridiculous. I just noticed it started, at least for me, it started trending kind of like I'm guessing last year I really saw it. Like it started going on my feed and everything, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
It really is
It's
a detestable, weird little trend. So I'm gonna I'm gonna give you guys as much of a crash course on it as possible. Dragonfang, how about you? Did Looksmaxxing ever come up to you at all online?
what's up? Sis, Looksmaxxing. Your thoughts?
If you ever,
Looksmaxxing, the trend.
yeah.
She says, eh.
Okay. Well, this is gonna be.
I probably saw more than her because I've been looking on Reels a lot, and her Reels are different.
Makes sense. Okay, yeah, that's perfectly fine.
The algorithm chose me.
I'm so sorry. I guess it's like, okay, I can only torment one of you bozos. Let's go ahead
Wait,
and pick
is it
eeny,
because
meeny,
that
miny.
I've been seeing really, really hot men on there, and then suddenly it's like, oh, you want men? Hear me. The fuck? That is not what I meant.
Like, no, not like that, Jesus.
Yeah. Oof.
No, I don't think so. How about yourself, as how long have you known about this Looksmaxxing thing?
Man, I didn't know shit. Like until you mentioned the term, I'm like, wait, what? What? I don't know what that means.
You seriously never heard of it?
No. This is a whole new, different thing for me.
You're joking.
No, I'm not joking. I've never heard of anybody use the term Looksmaxxing at all on social media.
Well, consider yourself lucky then. It's gonna be pretty straightforward over here. Looksmaxxing is a social media trend that has been adopted by influencer boys who are trying to basically teach people how to maximize their looks, as you can imagine from the name, by doing things such as weird exercise techniques, dietary supplements, whether they're above board or even if they're gray market pharmaceuticals, and even going so far as doing dangerous forms of cosmetic surgery on themselves, both in their face and on their body, in order to increase their attractiveness. And all of this is allegedly for the purposes of attracting women. I'm saying allegedly.
I'm sorry, it's not attractive.
I'm saying allegedly because these motherfuckers are gonna
be.
be.
I know allegedly. I'm just saying. I'm just like, I wrinkle my nose up and I'm like, I mean, having nice abs is awesome, But the point that they're going to is just like, is there any meat on your bones? It's just like that's why I'm not really into like bodybuilders that much because it's unhealthy looking and it's just like way to the extreme. And then like, okay, this is just like, nah, man.
And that's exactly it. It is extremism. It is singular and utterly like failed forms of trying to regulate your own body and going way too far, which clearly is a delineation in the mind. It's clearly an issue
Like
with
lip injections.
like
The
doing
the insane amount of lip injections to the point where it's like balloons.
and like for guys like also trying to like stick themselves with Botox and stuff and doing it on your own. And you're probably thinking there's no fucking way that you can do this on your own. That's why I mentioned gray market pharmaceuticals, because these social media influencers, these Looksmaxxers or whatever, they actually teach people, especially younger guys. They teach younger guys to go online and look for these different websites that have like very that are sketchy as hell to begin with, and to buy like pharmaceutical grade drugs, medications that you can either take as like dietary supplements or have them injectables. So like it's not a fucking good thing. Like that way you don't have to worry about getting a prescription from a doctor because it's done for like a whatever other reason, and getting like bullshit done. Like think about like how if you know Hims or whatever online, and how they have the Hers brand as well, how they've like, oh, you can, if you want to get set up with hair treatment for balding, or if you want to have a better sex life and you want to get yourself Viagra or whatever, they have like an online doctor in the website that's actually like board certified and writes you a legal prescription. Yeah, just skip that middle part. Just you, drugs, cash. Done. No.
Just like that.
Just like that. Just like that. It's that simple. And
Freaking wild. Go on.
And it's gonna be way wilder over here. I promise you that. So let me start breaking this down for the fine folks at home, so you can watch this on your own time, on your own dime. And I'll get this going. Also, Diane Lane, how's it going, Diane Lane? Welcome to the Black Files. Thank you for joining us tonight. Saying, hey everyone, aloha, and good to catch you live show. Thank you for joining us over here from your home in Hawaii. We appreciate you there, Diane. Thank you very much. And you're right, Mr. Quake. Onision does crave attention. He is an attention whore. And you're probably thinking, okay, how does it go back to Onision? I promise it's coming back to him. Just sit tight with me, okay, guys? All right, cool.
All right, hey, you're steering the ship. Go for it,
Lokis. So, going into start it off with this NPR article from May 1st, literally just last month. Headline on it reads, taking a look at Looksmaxxing and what parents should know. I know. Juan's being a square. He's being a lame dad. How dare he? He's trying to make all the cool kids try to get them all in trouble. No, I'm not. I'm trying to educationate people. All right. So it's pretty simple. And like I said, it was written out by this is actually from the Morning Edition NPR podcast, and this is by Elena Wise. Let's see here. So, scrolling down the feed of the average adolescent boy might reveal a lot about their interests, from video games and sports content to something perhaps less familiar to parents. Looksmaxxing, a viral movement that urges the radical improvement of physical appearance. Many teens are interested in working out, but Looksmaxxing is pushing boys and young men to take extreme and dangerous measures, like taking steroids or getting elective surgery, to achieve their goal. Gene Barrison says he's never seen anything like it before in his more than 40 years of work in child psychiatry. The executive director of the Clay Center for Young Healthy Minds at Massachusetts General says there's a long and well-known history of how faddish and harmful beauty trends have changed the lives of young women. So we know about this stuff, guys. But it has been, quote, but it's been going on with young men for about a decade, and has been increasing considerably during this last decade, he says. So just remember that we're not just talking about this to single out the guys. We are acknowledging the fact that especially Western beauty standards that are put forward to us in movies, magazines, TV shows, books, those beauty standards are usually elevated to an obscene degree, and lots of young girls, lots of young women, and other women who are in like later age in their adult life will go out of their way to attain the ultimate appearance for themselves without regard to their health, and that's something that's unfortunate that sometimes folks get into, and it's like drilled into your head. It's a fucking process, and it's a fucking problem. And unfortunately, that's still something that happens to this day. Social media isn't helping. Let's see here. Mr. Quake, Korea or most crazier? Look at K-pop. I wish I could, only because of how how crazed folks get, even with some of the younger K-pop stars, like whether they're boy bands or girl bands in there. And Diane is saying, in my day, we bought 17 magazine, which made all of us think that didn't look like model inferior. Yeah, that's exactly it. And Teen Cosmo, like Cosmopolitan magazine, that shit still does it. And so, like, it's not that we're trying to shit on people for wanting to feel better about themselves. It's how much further are they willing to go. And it's like, if you do weird things with yourself, like if you get into actually purging, and actually like intentionally yucking yourself up, and that leads to like serious psychological issues. You actually end up with bulimia, you end up with dealing with anorexia, and that just screws with your body chemistry 10 ways from Sunday, and you don't want to deal
Yeah, there has to be a line that you draw.
Exactly. It's
like, again, it's like those people who keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger breasts to the point where it is extremely dangerous. Like, if you have to go to another country because no doctor will want to safely perform this procedure on you because it's dangerous, then that's an issue. Like, how many, like, was it I think it was this year, someone who went to Istanbul for a Brazilian butt lift ended up dying.
Bullshit! No way! Hold on.
They died.
Whoa!
What? Hold on.
I'm pretty damn sure.
Crazy.
Let's see.
Yeah. A Brazilian butt lift and a tummy tuck. Sorry, it was December of last year.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, shit, there it is. BBC from December 18th.
Or was it 2024?
Yeah.
There's quite a few who did.
Yeah, mom of two died after cosmetic surgery in Turkey. Jesus Christ, there you are.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, fuck, you weren't kidding. Also, Christopher Justice is in the chat. How's it going, Christopher Justice? Yeet! We appreciate you. Wrestle Rewind will be returning along with our other programming very, very soon. I promise you guys that, okay? Oh,
now, I have to say that I know some people will try and counter this, but, well, all surgeries are dangerous. Well, if it's surgery to save your life, yes, it's going to be dangerous. You can't compare that to an optional surgery to enhance yourself. That is completely different.
Now,
you probably need a surgery to survive. But this is completely optional. So
now what's actually really messed up on there is that normally, like, not like for the majority of the time, we're not trying to shit on like the cosmetic surgery business. If that's what you're doing, if that's what you're if you're doing it responsibly for yourself, and if you're doing it in a subtle way, and if you're not trying to go super drastic in your body or whatever, then of course it's your body, it's your decision. You do you, boo-boo, so long as you harm none, as long as you're doing it all responsibly and you're doing everything above board. I've got a friend who's a social media influencer. Her name is Heidi May Harrington. She very recently had actually gotten herself set up with a brow lift, and she had it done in South Korea. And looking for and after after the surgery and everything healed up, you couldn't tell that any work was done at all. It was that well done, and it's that simple. Before that, she'd even gotten a little bit of a nose job where she had her nose just slightly reshaped. And like I said, if you didn't know, you couldn't tell. If you're doing this stuff, and she is extremely astute at doing her homework. She does a lot of research for any sort of project or any sort of thing she does, especially if it's something regarding her own health, because she's had body dysmorphic issues in the past. So shout out to Heidi May. Much love to her, and for real, y'all should see her and follow her. She is an absolute sweetheart, and she is a fashionista as a motherfucker. Unreal. Former cosplayer, or I guess she still cosplays. I don't know. I haven't seen her do anything recently in years, but that's not the point. The point is, if you're doing it in a responsible manner, and if you're taking care of yourself throughout the whole process, following the guidelines,
Doctor's orders?
Yeah, yes, thank you. Doctor's orders. Yes, following your doctor's exact fucking instructions to the letter, then you're gonna be all right. Then you're gonna do fine.
Just because it's a 1 in 40,000 chances of dying, you could be that one person. You have to be cautious for this. It's just like with driving. Oh, the chances of me dying are very slim. Okay.
But they're not zero.
But they're still there. So you need to take precautions to be safe.
Exactly. And also the just giving you a little you were actually close with your number there for liposuction kind of stuff. The chances of that are like are 1 in 50,000, and the chances of a Brazilian butt lift being fatal is between 1 in 3,000 to 1 in 20,000, depending on the circumstance on there. So yeah, no, this poor lady from Northampton, this poor lady, Sophie Hunt, she had a multi-organ failure, and she passed away. And apparently, she'd passed away after she had cardiac arrest 3 times in March of 2022, 2 days after having a Brazilian butt lift and a tummy tuck. So I guess having those done at the same time compounds the mortality chances, right? So
and also Brazilian butt lifts, apparently it's I can't be certain, but infections are kind of high.
Yeah.
I mean, that's your butt.
That's your bum.
Your butt isn't the most cleanest area.
Yeah, like we're not talking about the colon. We're not talking about your booty hole. It's the butt muscles that they're doing. So they're actually taking and reshaping and pulling.
It's also very difficult to wipe, apparently, afterwards, which is why they always say that there's the Brazilian butt lift smell. Yes, there actually is a cinch that's associated with it because you can't properly wipe. Yes.
Oh my fucking god, that is so messed up.
You didn't know that?
No, I legitimately didn't know that. I never heard of Brazilian butt wipe smell. You think I'm a dude who goes out of his way to smell other people's butts?
No, it's called finding articles that randomly pop up on your feed.
Oh my god. That is
Wancho, what are you trying to insinuate, huh?
No. Hey, who is insinuating on me? These are the feeds that are coming up on Zayana's fucking stuff. If anything, we need to be looking at your social media here, Zayana. What other booty stuff are you looking at over here?
Nothing, honestly. On Facebook, I just get random sponsored freaking things.
What the fuck?
So blame Facebook for that shit. I turned off the personalized things because I was sick and tired of them saying, hey, get this. I'm like, no. And now they're saying, hey, this has nothing to do with you. Look at this. And I'm like, go away.
Oh my god.
It's just weird.
That is fucking terrible. That is
Facebook
fucking awful.
is weird.
So,
my goodness.
So let me get back on this craziness with these Looksmaxxing boys over here on how. Okay, this is the old one. There it is.
Sounds stupid.
Okay, so let's see. Perhaps the most dangerous of these emerging trends person says, is Looksmaxxing, which focuses on what is known as ascendancy, or having a perfect body. Once hidden in the fringes of the online world, the concept of Looksmaxxing has made its way into the mainstream. Experts say parents should be aware of their sons' behavior around appearances, whether they're simply taking more of an interest in how they look, or if that focus has spiraled into something more. Berenson says he's seen a spike in worrying behavior from male adolescents around their looks that can result in, quote, significant physical as well as mental health consequences like eating disorders and body dysmorphia. See, there we go. There's the key word there again, body dysmorphia. That's going to be an issue here, people. The concept of Looksmaxxing emerged from the incel community. That's right. It's the fucking incels' fault. Involuntary celibate.
Of course.
Yeah. A core principle of this misogynistic movement is that the only way for men to achieve happiness, success, and sexual attention from women is through optimizing their looks. And that's an actual thing that painfully, since I have been exposed to the incel world and how these guys think, I know the cesspool from which they emerged, which is like the image boards like 4chan, 8chan, that crazy bitch shit. They're not wrong. This is exactly how this shit comes up. Social media is awash with methods of self-improvement ranging from the benign, like workout tips and skincare advice, to highly destructive measures like bone smashing or hitting your face with a hammer based on the misguided belief that minor fractures will help sharpen the appearance of your jawline.
Spoiler alert, it doesn't.
It really
You
doesn't.
have to go to the hospital.
No, it doesn't.
It really doesn't, folks. It doesn't fucking work.
Jesus.
And anyone trying to do that to themselves on purpose is a fucking moron. And anyone trying to sell you on that is being a fucking moron. And they're
I
selling
bet you anything that these people who are trying to sell you on it didn't actually do it themselves.
No.
Bet you anything.
No, probably not. Probably not. We're actually going to touch upon the biggest guy in here, which he's a piece of work. You're going to love this shit. There's almost no focus on anything other than one's appearance in terms of your value as a human being, Berenson said. One of Looksmaxxing's best-known figures is controversial streamer Clavicular, an enthusiast who promotes bone smashing and says he's dabbed in using crystal meth and other dangerous behaviors like taking steroids to achieve his physique. Like last month, the 20-year-old, he's actually fucking 20, people. That's another thing. Whose real name is Braden Peters, was hospitalized in Miami after he passed out during a live stream and later said he was swearing off drugs. Let me show y'all exactly what a clavicular looks like. What this boy, who is 20 years old, how he looks. No, okay. You see what I mean? This is how dumb he is. His fucking let's see here. Let's see. I mean, actually fucking get in on finding, there we go, before and after. Let's see this shit. Okay. This is the boy Clavicular. I'm going to zoom in so people can see his face a little better. Stop.
Right.
Isn't this what he wants? You know, he wants to be seen. He wants everyone to see him. But no, buddy. This ain't it. This is not, like, he looks like a 39-year-old grown-ass man. He looks like a grown-ass...
I don't know. Something about his jawline looks... where it's like he's a rectangle.
Yeah. No, it actually looks rectangular.
It doesn't look right.
Like, and his thinking behind using crystal meth of all things is that it helps with, like, having the buccal fat in your face and having that like melt off because you become emaciated.
Yeah, but the issue is, as we've seen before, once you remove that fat, you cannot get it back. And it has destroyed people's faces because now they look entirely unhealthy.
They end up looking like looking absolutely crazed. They end up looking absolutely insane. And like supposedly this is how he looked before and this is how he looked after on this, which I seriously doubt that that's how everything went. And he wasn't fucking unattractive back then. He wasn't an unattractive young man. Obviously, I'm a straight dude, so I'm not going to be like oohing and eyeing over any of these guys. But like,
it's definitely not my type. But I mean, I've seen people date people like him, so
Yeah.
It's not like honestly, these people don't understand it's your personality that attracts people. I mean, most of the time.
Most of the fucking
Most of
time.
the time, yeah.
Yeah. And like
You can be with a really, really hot person. But
terrible personality.
yeah, and like my sister has a terrible personality. You really want to stick with them if they have a shitty personality? No.
I sure as hell don't. I sure as fucking hell don't. No, I've actually dealt with people who are like totally fucking gorgeous people.
Wait, clavicle shortening? What?
Oh, that's
What?
another thing. That's another fucking thing these guys try to go for. Shortening your clavicle.
No, it looks so bad afterwards. Oh my gosh, dude, do you know how attractive that is to see the clavicle all the way down there, dude? Damn.
And that,
Especially when women have that, and they're wearing a corset, and you could just see their clavicle like there, and you're just like,
right?
damn.
Right? There's this one model. Her name is Rachel Chaliff. She also goes by Keat. Who she's a brand new social media girl. She also happens to have Tourette's syndrome, and so she's an advocate for like understanding Tourette's. So it's like, and usually she models like corset style outfits, and she looks friggin' incredible in that stuff. Okay, it's like y'all see her on your screen here, right?
Damn.
Yes.
Yeah, like that's just her face over here, guys. Like, let me show you the rest of her in terms of like her style and availability, just as an example.
Oh, look at the clavicle.
Yeah,
Ooh.
see,
Oh my.
you see what I'm talking about?
Damn.
Yeah, I see it.
And this young lady she's a total sweetheart. She's also got the coolest fucking accent as far as I'm concerned, even though she's just American or whatever. But that's not the point. The point is, she does her best to use her platform to also discuss her issues with her tics that she has with Tourette's syndrome. People think that she's been faking it. It's tough to fake something like that if you're going out of your way to show people that if she's in an uncomfortable situation, that's when the part of her brain that is governed by that is controlled by that controls the Tourette syndrome, that's when it starts going off, which actually happens during some of her videos unintentionally. Like otherwise,
see, it is sad because I can understand when people are they don't believe people actually have things, but that's also because there's been such a trend of people faking them. But I'm happy she's using her platform to say, hey, this is what I'm dealing with. I've had this for so long, and I want you to know what happens when, using your platform for this stuff is good. It helps spread awareness. Then other people who have it be like, wow, they're just like me.
You're just another regular person. Yeah, like she like gets in on modeling and she's been like, you saw one of the photos over here. She was shit. She's clearly got some anime credentials on her. What's the name of this freaking movie? Perfect Blue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen it on HBO.
Yeah, no, seriously, like one of her photos is her dressed as what's her face from the movie. Seriously.
The main character.
Yeah.
Nice.
And like she's clearly just a regular ass freaking nerdy girl. Apparently, she used to have more of an alt.
Okay, that Hello Kitty
girl style
shirt is freaking adorable.
Oh yeah, it is adorable. Yeah, but yeah, like she's like clearly just a regular freaking young lady trying to get her way in the world. Just go make her way in the world, and she's using her platform responsibly. Clavicular, on the other hand, is on the other end of the spectrum. He's using his platform and he's trying to promote something that on the surface might appear to be something benevolent, but it has seriously psychologically fucked up roots. And again, this is where we're going to be leading with Onision very soon. I promise. We're going to get back to it shortly. I know. Am I putting it off as long as I can? Probably.
Yes, you are.
Yes,
Jesus.
you are.
But
you're dilly-dally, shilly-shally.
But am I going to be wrong? That's what you're gonna see here. Another aspect for the NPR article. Another aspect of the Looksmaxxing trend that troubles Berenson is that he says is explicit and inherent ties to white supremacy. European beauty standards are central to the beliefs of inceldom and extreme looksmaxxing. You're scored from being subhuman to what's a normie or normal to a Chad. and Chad is unfortunately the essence of white supremacy. Proponents argue that poor looks are attributed to the eugenicist idea of failed genetics. In other words, the subhuman. Compare that to the Chad ideal, portrayed as an angular-jawed, tall, white alpha male whose looks and confidence afford him sexual gratification and career success. Shortcomings on those fronts can be addressed, adhere and say, through Looksmaxxing to better one's chances for a successful life. So, you get the idea. This shit is problematic. It's literally like, if you don't take any other like cultures or any other standards of how geography or of how genealogy works, or just flat out like differences in appearance in terms of race and what people will attribute to being attractive or unattractive, whether there's more focus on the physical or the emotional, or whether people are attracted to specific things. Remember how it used to be back in the day, in like the olden frickin' times, how women who were super pale and who were, let's be honest, let's be blunt on this, plump, were considered way more attractive and way more desirable. And why was that? Anyone who knows history, Zayana, Jose, Dragonfang, give me some history here. Do y'all know why? Do you remember why? Jose? Nothing?
No, please tell us.
Okay.
Enlighten us.
Because in those days, if you were a lady who was pale-skinned, it means that you were not required to go out and do the manual labor. You were a woman of regency. You were a woman who was well off.
Oh, you were hiring status.
Exactly. And
yeah, hey, look, guys, we're hiring status. Hair flip.
And if you were also a heavier lady who was, thicker all around, that means that you'd never had to worry for
you're well taken care of,
food, or you're well taken care of. And they especially liked it if you had wider hips, because wide hips means you're excellent for birthing. You're healthy enough to be able to bear children, and that would be desirable. Remember, these fucking beauty standards and shit, this stuff has evolved over centuries.
You mean like putting the iron powder on your skin to make sure that you look as pale as you can?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you got ulcers and everything, so then you put more on. A certain queen did that.
Yeah, that was a fucking problem. We used to put iron and lead in everything. How much lead was in lipstick, do you wonder?
Oh, I know, it was lead, yeah. A lot.
Oh.
I mean, we had a lot of lead in paint before.
Yeah, no, and let's not forget how folks would apparently eat lead paint as children back in the day. But that's a different story for a different time. The point on it is that all this craziness does come from different cultural trends. Some folks, like in Asian cultures, or in African cultures, or South American, right? The binding, right? Yeah.
Have you seen how they do that?
It's terrifying.
I have to write a report on that.
Same.
I remember that. I remember.
It is disgusting. I understand back then it was a thing. People, they suffer for beauty. But
It was a fashion statement.
oh my gosh, I'm glad that it's mostly gone
They were
now.
teeny tiny feet.
And, I'm sorry that it's so fucking painful to just even think about. Why the fuck would anyone fucking get in on this stuff?
That were in pain for the rest of their life.
Yep.
Yeah, and they would
They
fucking
couldn't
be
walk straight without those shoes.
exactly, and they'd be fucking torturing themselves over this stuff for the rest of their lives.
It's not worth it. Yeah.
No, it isn't. It seriously isn't fucking worth it. And let me just put it this way: we were talking about personality. We're talking about the inner beauty, the ability to have yourself have a genuine personality that people will be gravitating towards. Just to give you an idea of the kind of personality this number one Looksmaxxing boy, Clavicular, the kind of personality he is. This was from last month. This was from back on May 6th. Clavicular Looksmaxxing influencer accused of illegally shooting alligator in Florida.
Jesus!
This is put out by NBC News. It was written out by Austin Mullen and David K. Lee. Divisive beauty influencer Clavicular interrupted the peace and dignity of the Florida Everglades last month by firing shots at an alligator in violation of state wildlife laws, officials said. Clavicular, the Looksmaxxing figure whose real name is Braden Eric Peters. I'm gonna need to remember that so I can fucking full name that boy to his face if I ever see him in person. Because that child, and he is a fucking child, he needs to be smacked down by a fucking father. Since clearly he ain't got a daddy who gives a shit. And 2 other people face charges in Miami-Dade County in connection with video of them opening fire. The incident happened on March 26 when Peters and 2 other people did unlawfully and knowingly discharge a firearm in public space at the Francis Taylor Everglades in an act that was, quote, against the peace and dignity of the state of Florida, according to court documents. Clavicular, Yabdil Anibal Cotto Torres, and Andrew Morales all face the same charge. Back in late March, Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission said it was, quote, aware of a video depicting individuals in the Everglades on an airboat who appear to be discharging firearms at an alligator. The animal was already dead, and Clavicular believed he had permission to open fire, his representative said in a statement. Are you fucking serious? We're going to... okay, he's just going to shoot at a fucking gator for no reason. Our client has been summoned to appear for a misdemeanor charge that stems from following the instructions of a licensed airboat guide. He relied on that guidance, the statement said. No animals or person or people were harmed. We are confident that once the full picture is understood, people will see this for what it is. Okay, but why the fuck would you even do that to begin with? If it's
even Florida man wouldn't try that shit.
He is a Florida man.
No Florida man would.
Clavicular lives in Miami. He is a Florida man.
Florida man.
Okay, yeah.
Again, remember, whenever we hear about people who did something crazy, we're like, are they in Florida? Most
Florida
man.
Yeah. And so that's the fucking
but normally when we read about the Florida man shit, it's usually something outrageous and also something that we can laugh at. I can't laugh at this.
Even if the animal was dead, why would you go out of your way to shoot at it? Fucking, that's just wrong. That's just fucking dude, leave the poor animal in peace. Leave the poor gator body, leave it for nature to reclaim. Fucking, don't fucking deal with it. Unless their fucking actual gator body was proving to be some kind of fucking ecological problem, I don't know, it would spoil the water in the Everglades and the fish and the wildlife in that area would be negatively affected in the biome or whatever, then you can make that kind of argument, but then you don't just fucking unload into it. That doesn't do anything. If that were the case, if you're trying to dispose of an animal body, then you actually pick the fucking thing up and you get it out of there and dispose of it appropriately then. Fuck, if it's still good, or if it was in relatively good health and you know a proper bushwhacker, make yourself some fucking gator tails or whatever. Make yourself some fucking gator steaks or whatever the fuck. I don't personally recommend it, especially if it's a wild gator and it'll be too gamey and everything, and it wouldn't actually be quite as tender, but still, that would be way better, way more preferable than just I'm gonna unload a gun into a dead gator's body. I'm making sense here at least, though, right, guys?
Yep.
I don't know. You're making sense.
Yeah, I fucking hope so, because I'm losing my brain balls, and my brain balls are trying not to be too scrambly. And again, another fucking point about this poor idiot child. And this actually comes back to something that I just cannot help but laugh at. Y'all see how this whole shit regarding the incel community is the seed within which this Looksmaxxing shit comes from? Look no further than this article from earlier today.
That is a beautiful headline. I have to say that. It's beautiful.
From the New York Post, written by Ben Cost earlier today, June 24th, the headline reads, Looksmaxxing influencer clavicular proves incels have no game after getting rejected by multiple women in embarrassing video.
Okay, can we pause real quick? Can we please pause and just laugh?
Wow, who could have predicted that? What do we got?
Justice, karma, beautiful karma.
Sir, I'd like you to meet my friend.
He's
Her
lucky
name
he
is
didn't
Karma.
get punched.
Hang on. I want you to meet my friend. Her name is Karma. She's a real bitch. But you don't have to give her roofies, so you're not gonna like her.
Gross. Oh my lord. So yeah, no, it's terrible for this poor little fucker. Check this idiot out. Okay. All right. So yeah, this is apparently what clavicular looks like. Trying to look like Henry Cavill, except he ain't got.
No. I'm sorry. That looks wrong.
It's fucking terrible.
It looks like he has tumors right underneath his pecs.
Yeah.
On the sides. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Those are like the rib muscles over here. Dude, no.
That is not healthy.
Not.
I've seen actual bodybuilders that look better than that and look healthier.
Superman would be disappointed in you.
No.
Yeah,
No.
It's gonna be a fucking problem. It's a fucking problem with this boy. And, oh, just the fact that all this is actually coming out, it's even funnier for me. He took rejection to the max. Looksmaxxing influencer clavicular conceded he has, quote, no game after getting rejected by nearly every girl he talked to during an ill-fated trip to Paris, France. I'm shooting airballs today, lamented the cosmetically obsessed content creator in a video on streaming platform Kick, which currently boasts over 125,000 views. Clavicular, whose real name is Braden Eric Peters, has become a fixture online due to his dedication to looksmaxxing, a narcissistic trend centered around optimizing physical attractiveness. Adherence to the shallow... I'm actually trying to fucking see what is going on. Whoa. Oh, no fucking wonder. During a May appearance on Logan Paul's podcast, the New Jersey native admitted to stretching out his penis using weighted shopping bags.
I'm sorry, what?
Fuck? Oh my god! He's broke dick! Clavicular is broke dick!
Oh no. Oh my god. No. The fuck is wrong with you?
What the fuck is wrong with this boy? What the fuck is wrong with him? Oh my god! I'm sorry, but holy shit! This is incredible! I promise we're gonna get back to Onision later on, but this is
This is
Okay,
so
stop
bad.
really quick, but excuse me, what?
Yes!
Am I reading that correctly?
What? And I cannot stress this enough. The fuck?
Okay, here's the thing. Can you still use it? Because I really don't know if it's working properly, honey.
All signs point to probably not. Probably not. So let's see how this poor schmuck.
God, that is so awful.
Yep. Unfortunately, the influencer's chiseled looks did not impress the women of Paris, where he walked the runway during the 424 fashion show for Fashion Week. In one clip from his tour of the City of Love, Clavicular tries to flirt with a bartender in vain. He takes her hand and kisses it, declaring, "I don't mean to bother you while you're working, but you're very pretty." "Thank you," the nonplussed Parisienne replied, while continuing to whip up drinks. "I'm dropping game, but it's not hitting," ruse the Mad Maxer, who ends up getting rejected again outside a cafe. Sidling up to a table of girls, he boasts, "I'm clavicular, don't look me up though on Google." When they ask if he's famous, he confirms, prompting one of the gals to respond dismissively, "Okay, have a good time in Paris, I hope you enjoy it." You would think Mr. Calvin Klein looking bitch-ass wannabe here would be fucking rolling in vagina and women throwing themselves all over his feet. But he can't even get it in Paris, France, the city of love, the fashionista capital of the world. He got picked to walk the runway. He got picked to actually model shit. And he can't fucking get it done. And he can't fucking get that shit on. What the fuck kind of loser-ass energy is he? Frustrated by his multiple failings, clavicular turns to the camera and vents. You know, I have the worst game, so I don't claim to ever be something I'm not. I'm not a fucking pickup artist. I'm not a fucking artist. No, I am a fucking artist. I will tell you everything you need to know about Looksmaxxing, but going up to chicks is not my specialty. He even claimed that the lesbian who were turning him down were lesbians. Fucking, if all else fails, just call them gay. That's his, that's apparently what his, fucking MO is. Oh my god, this fucking dope. This fucking
so
absolute
stupid
dingbat. I love it. I love this for him. I love this for him because this is exactly the kind of stupidity that I expect from someone who goes only skin deep, who goes only to physical appearance and doesn't do any of the work up here or any of the work in here and the connections in between, getting like between your mind and your heart, the different issues that govern our minds, like fucking body dysmorphia and fucking dealing with self-doubt issues and self-esteem issues. He clearly doesn't approach this shit in a healthy way, otherwise he wouldn't be dealing with this shit. And if you guys think that's not bad enough karma, okay, that's adorable. But that's not the bad enough karma here. You see this, folks?
Oh no. Oh, it just keeps getting worse.
Ladies, considering that he's a... let me see here. Diane Lane in the chat. We had a crazy entitled rich kid visiting Maui last month that throw a huge rock at one of our endangered monk seals. He did it because he knew he could pay the fine. He's on trial now for 10 years in prison. Oh my fucking god. That's just animal torture. Idiot. Don't fuck with the seals. Don't fuck with the gators. Don't fuck with the animals. Don't fuck animals. But don't fuck with the animals. Jesus Christ.
Just don't fuck.
No, you can fuck. For fun and for procreation. So long as everyone's consenting. But don't fuck with the animals. Just period. Just don't fuck with them. So here's the most wonderful karma that I could think of, being a nerdy, heavier set dude who I like to think I'm a 7, maybe an 8 on a good day. From Vox Magazine, online, by Anna North, written earlier this month on June 2nd, K-Storm's birthday. Why young men are killing their sperm. The most ironic side effect of Looksmaxxing.
Doesn't that mean that, they're not going to be able to procreate?
Exactly. So,
isn't that a good thing?
That's counterproductive.
Welcome to the point here, Jose. Welcome to the point, my dear brother. And look on your knees. I'm gonna watch you bleed. Clavicular says he's been taking testosterone since he was 14 years old. For the infamous Looksmaxxing influencer, the hormone supplement is part of a regimen designed to give him the hollow cheek, square jaw, and muscular build now coveted by legions of extremely online young men. Testosterone has helped him hone his appearance to the point at which, according to him at least, he can not only attract countless women, but are also brutally shame other men with the power of his masculine beauty alone. It has also, he believes, made him infertile. Lowered sperm count, shrunken testicles, and impaired fertility are known side effects for some kinds of testosterone supplementation. Doctors can help manage or avoid these effects with the right dosage, but the rise of direct-to-consumer medicine and gray and black market sources mean more men are taking testosterone without close medical monitoring. Some are likely likely unaware of the potential risks associated with the hormone. I think a lot of men think that taking testosterone should not compromise their fertility and would probably actually improve it, said Justin Dubin, director of men's sexual health at Baptist Health South Florida, and co-host of the Man Up podcast. For others, however, fertility may be beside the point. Clavicular and other manosphere influencers are selling a version of masculinity that is fundamentally divorced from procreation and even from having sex with women. It's all about competition among men. And to win at this new form of masculinity, some men are willing to sacrifice.
I think all of them are losing.
Yeah. They're fucking losing at this shit. They sacrifice not only their money, their mental health, and their relationships, but also their sperm. So I'll leave it at that to keep the train moving along here. I thought the whole point of these Looksmaxxing dudes and all this craziness was so that you can hook up with as many girls as you can. And since there is clearly like Anglo-Eurocentric white supremacist elements in it, to actually go into the reason for this specific form of aesthetic, you'd think that their goal would be to spread their seed as much as possible with other chicks, with other women. Apparently, they don't even give a fuck about that. Apparently, that's not something that they really take into consideration for any of this shit. And they end up fucking completely sabotaging themselves. So not only is the number one example, not only is the number one motherfucker clavicular, not only is that number one motherfucker clavicular going out of his way to do really dumb and really harmful and really dangerous shit to his body in order to obtain an artificially created masculine appeal for himself. Not only is he doing that, he's failing at deploying the results of his work for its supposedly intended purpose, and which is supposed to be attracting women for sex. And not only is he failing at that, but if he somehow even does succeed at that, the other element to this entire endeavor of Looksmaxxing, which is to like spread your seed and have as many of your progeny out in the world as possible because it's eugenics as motherfucker, they can't even do that right! Cause their nuts go bye-bye! His little cranberries become craisins! His fucking schlong! He broke his dick by hanging shopping bags that are loaded with weights by hanging them off of his dick! Who fucking does that to himself? What the fuck?
People.
Stupid!
Again, remember, some people are very stupid, considering some people try to eat Tide Pods.
Natural selection.
This is all natural selection.
It is. No, actually, no. Yes, it is. This is all natural selection, Juancho. We're weeding out the dumbass.
I feel bad saying that, but I mean, yeah.
But at the same time,
I mean,
but at the same
how
time,
many people? Oh, continue.
No, I'm just saying, like, but at the same time, what other explanation is there?
I wish I knew.
I'm doing it for the women. All the women. The fuck?
No, thank you.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm doing it for the ladies. No, thank you. I'm doing it I'm doing it so that I can show off to other men how badass I am. Like, unless you're a guy, like me, like other nerds here in the nerd community who, we like to obsess about shit, but we generally love ourselves as we are, and also have struggles in terms of taking that going on, We fucking try to fucking love ourselves for who we
again,
are.
it's the fact. If you're taking these things, you really need to make sure that you listen to doctors. And if it's something the doctor should prescribe to you, then you have to go to them for this. Unlike, some people who thought that to not get COVID, you injected bleach into your veins or you took horse dewormer.
Oh.
And the doctor said, no, don't do that. That will not work. Do you think people listened?
No. Of course not. Why would they listen? They're not.
The warnings and side effects are there for a reason. We need to read them, comprehend them. You can't see me, but I'm pointing to my brain. Comprehend. And then say, I'm not stupid enough to try anything like almost like, I'm sorry, but again, too much testosterone is bad for you.
No
It's
doubt.
proven. There are warnings. If there are warnings, then they're there for a reason, right? So I should listen to these doctors, right?
Yeah, probably. That'd be smart. Listening to doctors, people
But
who
not for
know
these
better, people who actually know about how to take care
people,
of one's
apparently.
body. You'd think that they would know the best way of going about this stuff. That's why
And also, if they commit malpractice, that's it. They're gone.
Exactly. It's on
So
them.
they
instead
don't
of on
want to
you.
mess up.
It's on their ass instead of on you. That way, if something does end up happening, you have someone else who would be responsible for helping make things right for you. With something that you can't do if you're just doing it to yourself because you're just fucking yourself up and you're a dumbass and you bring it down upon yourself. Now,
there are the right ways to do this without fucking your entire body up.
Exactly, there are. Let me actually point y'all to one young lady that I have been following along the social medias who has been dealing with her own issues in terms of dealing with Looksmaxxers, as well as her just basically just dealing with social media as a whole. Now, this young girl is someone that I follow on the Talk Switch Tick. Her name is Juliana Sabonis. This is her TikTok over here, at Juliana. She is a social media influencer who has dealt with body dysmorphia issues, and she's also dealt with issues involving recovering from actual physical disabilities that keep you from having a proper physical health. Specifically, she has dealt with eating disorders. That's something that she was literally dealing with over here. So I'm actually trying to find the one that she brought up where she actually brings this guy up recently. Hang on. No, okay, it was after this. Let me see here. Was this the one? Probably. Let me check and find out.
All right.
Okay, that's not the one. Hang on a minute. Yeah, no, that's not the one. Okay. No.
The woman who made fun of...
If you've ever commented a GIF, meme, or still image of Elliot Rodger on a woman's video, I don't want to hear you talking about Men's Mental Health Month. If you've ever referred to women as foids, femoids, female humanoids, bitches, cunts, sluts, hoes, whores, thoughts, bops, treaches, 304s, used up, passed around, spent, worn out, damaged goods, tramp, skank, sleazy, easy, harlot, hussy, Jezebel, bird, town bicycle, tart, tramp, roasty, roast beef, floozy, trollop, strampet, slag, or loose, I don't want to hear you talking about Men's Mental Health Month. If you've ever made fun of women who suffer from anorexia or bulimia, the world's deadliest mental illness, whereas over 90% of the patients for it are women, I don't want to hear you talking about Men's Mental Health Month. If you find anything about endometriosis, PCOS, PID, PMDD, IC, or any other condition that primarily affects the health of women, I don't want to hear you talking about Men's Mental Health Month. If the understudying treatment or diagnosis for these
hypergamy is exclusively an internet issue. I have never met a broke, unattractive. I believe the manosphere. What's your take on Ariana Grande? What?
So clearly they're like the fact that she tried to call them out
When
for
Gillette began,
doing this stuff,
they were initially
or for talking about this shit. Here we go. Hang on. Okay, ready?
I watched Obsession in theaters. Here,
All right, we know.
Women will get upset over men objectifying them for sex. And
let me see if I can hit a quick rewind on this. I posted a video stating that if you worship men like Elliot Rodger, Alec Manassian, Richard Ramirez, Chris Mercer Harper, Ted Bundy, etc., I don't want to hear you complaining about the men's mental health epidemic or celebrating Men's Mental Health Month. If you call women slurs like foids, femoids, female humanoids, I don't want to hear you complaining about men's mental health awareness not being taken seriously. To which you blocked me, posted a video strawmanning me, claiming I said that men who are mean to women at any point in their lives or not perfect should suffer or struggle with their mental health. Then you started making racist analogies and comparisons. I don't know what prompted that. I responded to your video, but I didn't explicitly mention you. To which you posted on your story, guys, how did she find my video? I blocked her. It's a public platform. Somebody sent it to me. Then you posted 2 more videos, not responding to what I said in my response at all. In one of them, you joined my live stream on a burner account and asked me what I thought about you in third person, screen recorded my response, clipped, chopped it, edited it up, and then put it in a video where you blatantly take my words out of context and again refuse to address anything I said. And now you're using my face for views and still not addressing what I've said and accusing me of not addressing what you said. And you're blaming me for the existence of men being radicalized in an alt-right incel pipeline. Buddy, that started in 1997. I was born in 2004. You are barking up the wrong tree. Men like Elliot Rodger have existed before I was born. Not my fault. Now that we have an accurate timeline, because you like to lie to your followers, I actually started posting videos when I was 15, talking about music, video games, things that were topical on social media, but very lighthearted, rating Area 51 with the alien filter. And I was brigaded by men, not just boys, adult men, with threats of sexual violence, men trying to dox me as young as 16, if I'm remembering correctly. Men rating me, saying really jarring things about a 15-year-old girl's appearance, sending
She's
a lot
22,
of
by the way.
unsolicited nudes. And that got worse as I got older. The incel community prompted me to look them up when they were throwing terms like LTB Foid at me, and I was a kid like, I don't fucking know what that means. I looked it up, I bought a book, I learned about your community. I don't radicalize incels. Motherfucker, incels radicalized me. They pushed me to learn about them by throwing terminology at me that I wasn't familiar with. But no, I did not demand perfection from men. No woman has ever demanded perfection from you, clearly. You're offering much less than that and still skating by just fine. But I also didn't shame you for being a virgin at any point. I didn't make fun of you for being lonely. What actually happened was you broadcasted the fact that you had ever only had one Discord girlfriend. And you're so insecure about that you hallucinated this scenario in which I made fun of you for it. Sorry to hear that. I didn't do that, though.
So, this very well dressed down, nicely fucking done. Now I'm bringing this shit up. The guy that was harassing her is a different Looksmaxxer who goes by the name of BuzzBulks. And if you actually look at his face over here at the beginning of the little video, I'm actually gonna hang on.
women will get upset
Tell me if he looks kind of
over men objectifying.
familiar here. Tell me if you're getting any kind of strange vibe off of this guy. Does he look familiar?
More like I'm getting a very foul stench from this guy.
Yeah, I would actually try and show more about him, but unfortunately, BuzzBulks here, he went ahead and privated himself, basically after getting completely trashed down by Juliana. So that just means I'll have to do what I normally do, which is fuck this guy up anyway, because I downloaded the fucking videos that he was fucking using to try and harass Juliana with. So, haha, fuck you, BuzzBulks. Hi, buddy boy, silly little butt boy. Like I can pull this shit up all the live long day, and I'm not sorry. So fuck you, pal. And
Sucks to suck.
Women will get upset over men
a minute.
objectifying them for sex.
There we go.
Women will get upset over men objectifying them for sex and then make fun of you for not getting play when they disagree with you. Like, it's insane. Like, this chick right here rants about me in a live stream in response to a video I made on one of her videos and just talks about me being misogynistic and complaining about me being alone, which is an interesting way to just duck everything I said about your video, where you said, if you've ever been rude to a woman ever, then your mental health doesn't matter. So if you're half the population and you've been rude to the other half of the population, your mental health doesn't matter. Do you see how stupid that sounds? You're someone who's talking about how, like, this whole hypergamy shit is some pipeline for psyop for men.
I believe the manosphere is a government psyop.
Like, you are the pipeline. You are the person making the low IQ gender rage bait that sends men into that shit.
Let's be honest, men don't hate hypergamy, men hate women.
Like, that's literally you. And, like, it's kind of insane, like, me talking about me being alone. First off, that's not me talking about me. I'm speaking for, like, other dudes there. Me saying I'm missing out on teenage love or some shit. That's just because I don't like the women in front of me because I'm a hypergamous little fucker. But that's a separate thing. Yeah, I've never had a girlfriend. Like, you know.
Fucking idiot.
Like a peacock.
Fucking Onision.
Oh, ew. Gross.
Or rather, we don't. Or rather, that's giving him too much credit.
Whoops, sorry, I had myself muted here. Apparently, like, this...
Women will get upset over men
oh my
objectifying
God,
them for...
So, apparently I was muted while I was talking. Now, basically, all this shit stems from Onision. If you recognize how, like, how hyper-focused on self-appearance and superiority complex, all that shit did come in from Onision. If you don't remember, or if you don't fucking know, now you know. And this is how I'll remind you. All you have to do is be reminded of his vegetarian body nonsense. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all remember, like, you remember me bringing this stupidity up, don't you?
No.
Yeah. And how he prided himself in being the most honest YouTuber in the world. And, like, fast forward, like, 7 years later, and he's just as flubby as I am. Except, like, so he's not as, like, as disciplined and as awesome in terms of his body, in terms of his physical appearance as he claims. He really didn't give a fuck.
Don't people remember that in order to keep that kind of physique, you cannot slack with your exercise and how you eat?
Yeah, no.
It's a lifestyle to keep that body. You can't just do, oh, I'm going to do all this stuff and I never have to do it again.
That's literally all he ever did. He's like, oh, I'm going to be vegetarian. That makes me superior. What was that, Dragonfang?
Oh, I can slack off. I hit my goal. No, you can't.
No, you fucking can't.
Slack, then all of the if you slack, all of that progress is gonna backslide.
It goes kaput.
Yeah, it's all gonzos. Bye-bye. Just fucking gone. Because he doesn't have any fucking actual self-respect. He doesn't have any actual fucking responsibility for his shit. So, yeah, if like this was like that video of him screaming and having a fucking brain fart attack was about a couple years after he had left the Air Force, and even then, his freaking body discipline wasn't all that great to begin with. So he was just lucky to have good enough genes to work at the time, and he decided to let that go to his head. So yeah, that's what he fucking gets. Now, there's another element that people seem to forget about Onision, and that's the fact that he absolutely detests any sort of body modification surgery. He feels that it is a form of deception. He feels that it is a form of being dishonest. He feels that it is not something that's ethical. To which I'm actually going to say, as we mentioned in the beginning here, you can modify your body all the live long day, as long as you're doing so in an ethical and responsible manner with guidance from a doctor, and you're taking care of yourself appropriately. It's like freaking, he used to have this freaking one-way hate boner / hate crush on another streamer. Her name's Jacqueline Glenn, because she happened to give herself like the most benign like breast implant surgery, and he freaked out over that. It's like, oh, you ruined yourself, now you're washed and you're horrible and shit, like, because you're destroying people's belief that they can have bigger boobs if they just listen to what I say and do, kind of stupidity in his fucking mentality.
If he says that, you know what you can actually throw right back at him? Well, you know it's deception when you take Viagra.
And considering how
just saying.
Well, considering this guy has a tiny baby carrot for a dick, that would actually hurt him a little harder than he might like. So yeah, you're probably right about that.
Also, that is false. If you go vegan for a week, you don't just suddenly get that body.
No.
Yeah, no, he wasn't vegan for a week. He was vegan.
No, but he says I went vegan for a week. I'm like, no. Just going if going vegan for a week worked like that, everyone would pretty much be vegan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No fucking even here. And yes, folks, he does actually still have an OnlyFans, which is gross. When I started my OnlyFans, I said I was going to lose weight. I was approximately 179 pounds. I changed my diet from eating dairy, veggies, and processed foods to eating almost exclusively veggies, fruits, eggs, dark chocolate, and salmon. I now weigh 169 pounds.
Okay, that you literally just lost 10 pounds. Okay?
Okay, cool. Congrats.
So,
I can lose 10 pounds by adjusting my diet.
10 pounds, although, you know, depending on your weight, like, wow, nice. That's a good step. But it's not like the impressive thing, like, I just lost this much weight. Hit my goal. I mean...
Yeah, no, it's no. Oh, this little thing of I went vegan for a week. Is that actually Onision? I don't think so. Is that him? No, that's not fucking him, is it?
It says Onision on there, or maybe he shared it.
Oh my god, I hope not. I don't know. This poor other fucker. I don't know who this other guy is. No, but fucking. Okay, but yeah, you guys see how fucking cracked in the head he is. But that's beside the point. Like, the point on this is that, like, he's always been hypocritical. He's always been the type of guy who is very much do as I say, not as I do. He believes that he's got all the answers to everything in the universe and everyone should listen to him and obey him. And I actually have someone else I need to thank for cluing me in, and I really wish I didn't. Only because I didn't want to know more about this idiot. I was content with leaving him in the dustbin of history where he fucking belongs, in the trash compost heap of history. But he decided that he's going to be rearing his ugly ass back up from the swamp in which he lives. And I'm going to give a shout out to this other streamer. I'm actually trying to find her info. Where'd it go? Here it is. She goes by Rachel Oates. And she basically has been, she actually came out 5 days ago, and she mentioned how Gregory here, how little Gregglebums, has been releasing new books under a secret pen name. Under, like, a secret identity. You know, sometimes authors do that, you know? And we know that Onision himself, we know that Greg, he isn't the best writer in the universe. Let's be honest. He's not the best of anything in the universe. His books suck. He's only ever written 3 books, and like if 4 if you count the disgusting and like really fucking mediocre children's book that he tried to that he tried to make happen a few years ago, because he's got to get in on children somehow. Yeah, she went ahead and put this video out, and it's titled exactly it. Has Onision secretly been releasing books this whole time? And I'm not going to play the whole video. I do not want to take views away from her. I'm going to instead share the link to this young lady's channel and her video. It's only 11 minutes long, but she basically went down through looking through like books online, because people were telling her, oh, hey, did you know Onision's doing this XYZ ABC? And it's been confirmed. He has been writing books under the pen name G.J. Jackson. And
wow, original.
That's like a mouthful.
No, G.J. Jackson is such an incredible name. And no one knows who G.J. Jackson is, you know? Because nobody could put 2 and 2 together and say that's Gregory James Jackson. Well, behold some of his wonderful and auspicious works over here. Mind Unchained, Life Lessons School and Parents Failed to Teach Us. Mind Unchained is the blunt, practical handbook for real life that you should have gotten from school and your parents, but did not. Instead of vague motivation or recycled cliches, this book walks you through the hard subjects nobody explained clearly. How your mind works, how people really behave, how money actually functions, and how systems like taxes and the law can either crush you or protect you depending on what you know. If you grew up without a stable, consistent role model with parents who were too stressed, distracted, absent, or broken to guide you, this is the missing manual for adulthood. First of all, broken parents, bitch, you let your baby daughter fall out of a second floor window because you were too busy beating off in the garage to realize she was knocking on the door asking for help. But what do I know? I just know your history. So he's like, this is just one of his wonderful tomes over here by G.J. Jackson. Another one, as his fucking, he's written so many of these silly things. Christmas Crimes, Scary Stories for the Holiday Season, The Most Interesting Dead People in the World, Taoism is What? Game Drama, Retro Consoles, Games, and the People Who Made Them Matter, Holy Bible, Audit. Remember, guys, he's very big on making sure that you know he doesn't like Christianity, and he's very big on telling people how their minds should work. Let's not forget, one of the other things that he's done is he tried to start a stupid cult. You know, what was that fucking thing called? Psi Seska? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's what it was called, Psi Seska. Yeah, no. And so, yeah, this Mind Unchained shit and his Holy Bible Audit, a fearless, gripping, and brutally honest. You notice that? Brutally honest. That comes up in his fucking stuff a lot. Blunt and brutally honest shit. Oh my god. The journey through the most powerful book ever written. For 2,000 years, the Bible has commanded loyalty, sparked wars, shaped governments, comforted the dying, terrified the living, and defined morality for entire cultures. It's been praised as perfect, divine, untouchable. This book asks the question almost nobody is allowed to ask out loud. What if the Bible is exactly what it looks like when humans try to explain the universe? Inside, you'll explore creation stories that clash with each other, divine commands that require genocide right next to lessons of love and mercy. Like, okay, we get it. You don't like fucking
This is so AI written?
Oh yeah, you noticed that, right? It feels very AI generated, doesn't it?
I mean, it also doesn't help that a few words keep being repeated too.
Oh, you think that one's bad? Well, let's also forget.
Sex ed for seriously.
Sex ed for doms. This thing that he claims that he is. And
book 21 of 23. Don't they know that, Amazon is really not liking anything that's, made with specifically AI?
Oh, he doesn't understand that stuff. That's why he also uses AI generated fucking covers for his shit.
Now, here's the thing. I know people who can draw like that. But
seriously.
This is...
Yeah. No. Yeah. This is fucking stupid. And he wrote this thing as if it was like a fucking
Can you look just on the let me see just the hands. My God, those hands are massive.
And they look like he's got more veins and bones in his hand than he
so look at her skin and then look at okay, look at both of their heads and then the hand. The hand has way too much definition to it now.
Yeah, exactly it. Fuck.
It's like someone put the filter just on their face and then forgot their hand and arm.
Exactly. And the rest of these fucking AI generated photos aren't helping him either here. Like this one for mind.
Yeah, see, that's obvious because there's no indentations in her skin from the chains.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking what else over here? His stupid AI generated. Oh, death horror, a terrifying collection of stories. Nihilism is God. Like you already know something's off. You've known for a while. Maybe you felt it standing in a grocery store holding something ordinary while fluorescent lights hummed overhead, surrounded by strangers performing the choreography of modern life. And for one clear, terrifying second, none of it made any sense. Most people spin around and sprint from that moment. They buy something, they argue online, they book a wellness retreat and call it healing. This book is for the ones who stayed. Nihilism is God is not a self-help book. It's not a philosophy lecture dressed up as a paperback spine. It's something considerably more honest and considerably more dangerous than either of those things. It's a rigorous, unsparing, and genuinely addictive examination. Addictive? What the fuck is addictive? Is this guy fucking seriously stupid? Fucking what? Not platitudes, not retreating into a newer, shinier belief system that performs the same psychological function as the last one. Something smaller and more durable than that. Something that has been yours. Like, you see the fucking way they structure this little summary. It's not this, it's this. It's not this, it's this thing. That is fucking AI as motherfucker. And
how much are these books?
Oh, that's the cool part. There's let me see here. If you have yourself set up on Audible, or if you have them set up on, let's see here, uses voice narration, see all formats and editions. Sorry, there was a problem loading this page. That's because he's fucking shit. Okay, so you can get his books over here. They're like, what, $0 with a free Audible trial, $3.99, $9.99, fucking $9.99 for his fucking sex ed books.
So I just looked it up. Does it ever say on here that it was written with AI?
Doesn't show it in the summary, not from what I'm seeing.
Okay, well, did you know that you can actually you can report books that are AI generated, especially if they violate the Amazon content guidelines?
Oh my
Amazon
God.
allows these things, but authors need to say it was written with AI.
Yeah, they do.
So technically, you can go ahead and
report that.
You can report those if you wanted to. I mean, it's not as if I'm not completely in favor of fucking with a man's bag, but I'm totally in favor of fucking with Onision's bag. Because fuck that pedophile.
I mean, I'm just saying, because, you know how hard it is for people to sell things on Amazon? Because, there are so much AI slop on there now that it's crowding out people who actually spent a long time writing books.
All the good books.
Mm-hmm.
So
you have to basically chug your way through all this crap in order to find something that is not AI generated.
And look at the nonsense that he fucking puts in. How to be
it seems like there are so many different types of topic on here, and it seems like when you were reading these summaries, it's like he knows everything. He has dabbled in everything. Has he? Has he really?
We're talking about the same motherfucker who has spent the better part of the last 5 years making bad AI-generated content of himself on TikTok in order to try to keep people from learning about how he's an actual fucking pedophile. Like
So I'm curious.
The
When did he write most of these things?
Huh?
When did he upload all these things?
Oh, check
Like,
it
when
out.
did he
You can
finish
actually
them?
see it right here. 2026 for a bunch of them. Poems of Onision's Pain. Reaper's Creek rewrite. Stones to Abigail rewrite. Those two are like his magnum opuses of it, and he even like updated them with AI generated fucking covers instead of using the cover where he had his wife when they were a she, his spouse Kai, and when they were a regular girl. See this one here? This was Kai. You know, see this fucking other phony book that he wrote? It like Onision in real life, which is meant to be his stupid autobiography, which he's a fucking idiot for trying to do. His most famous stupid one here. This is why I hate you. And yes, Jose put that one front and center in the little book collages over here. Thank you for that. It's basically like a bad failed school shooter fucking manifesto diary kind of stupid ass story. It's okay. It's not. We didn't lose the stream. And this is the phony children's book that he wrote because he wants to be able to appeal to underage teenage girls, and he wants to appeal to underage girls because he still enjoys fucking underage children. But that's not the important part. The important part is the fact that he's been flooding his Audible profile with phony books, with AI generated books. They're clearly AI. It's clearly Gregory James Jackson. Like this one here, how to stop being an unlikable freak. First off, fuck you for that.
Did he ever take his own advice?
No, he clearly hasn't.
Hell no.
This is another telltale. This is another fucking tell of his. A brutally honest guide to self-awareness, social survival, and not letting your damage run the room. See, like, that's basically saying...
Are there any reviews?
Huh?
I hope not.
Are there any reviews?
For abuse? Probably.
No, reviews.
Reviews. Oh, sorry about that. Let's find out if there's any reviews for how to stop being an unlikable freak. Let's see here.
All the way down. You gotta go all the way down.
None. Zero. Nothing. Nathan. Nada. Look at this shit. He doesn't even bother trying to do his own voiceovers for doing it as the audiobook version on Audible for these books. He just uses a virtual voice, and he thinks that's probably the only AI generated thing that he has to fucking register on this shit. Listening length 9 hours 58 minutes. Who the fuck is gonna listen to this guy's stupidity for 9 hours and 58 minutes? Please tell me who.
No one.
Someone with absolutely no life and plenty of time on their hands.
Check it. Published May 31st. Let's see the other ones over here. Mind Unchained. When did he publish that one? Fuck this moron. Okay. May 31st. December 5th, 2025. So he's been at these little by little. That's a different thing. A real-life murder mystery of Onision. I want to download this and I want to listen to it, but that's unrelated. We'll check that out later. Yeah, no. This fucking moron thinks that he can dunk on people. Bullshit Shield, how regular people survive lawyers, lies, and legal games. Let's not forget, he is currently in a legal case involving the girl that he and his spouse groomed and sexually abused the moment she turned 18, and they groomed her while the girl was underage. Published this January 6th. He's cranking this slop out bit by bit in order to make sure that he's got some form of content on here. Let me see what else this fucking moron's put out. This freaking doofus. War of Man. The Problem with Joe. The Book of Stoicism. Ha! You're right. Oh, this is fucking ironic. You see that? AI is bad. Oh, an artificial intelligence before it owns you. With an AI-generated fucking photo and graphic.
That is, hammer, meat, nail.
No,
Yeah.
Kettle Meets Black. No, Kettle Meets
Spark, yeah.
Yeah. Written January 9th,
Like, wow.
2026. Oh my god. ChatGPT reaches over 100 million users in 2 months. The fastest growing application in history. This isn't hype, this is velocity. And velocity like that doesn't just change tools, it changes the game. You notice it in small ways first. You see, like the honest question nobody wants to say out loud. How much of your life can be automated before you stop recognizing yourself inside your own life? See, like, he's over here fucking trying to say, like, oh, this book is, here it is. This book is not, this book is. This is not blank, this is blank. And here it is with, like...
I don't think he even rereads it. He just skims it over. Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. He doesn't fucking read his own shit. It's clear he doesn't. Like, there's a fucking another one, like, this fucking dork, book on Japan. As if this motherfucker's got anything to know about Japan. Fuck you, buddy. He looked at Japan for 5 minutes. Came out March 27th. Oh my god. Is there anything brutally honest in this? Let me see. Let me see here. About the divine length, lineage myth, let's see, post-war economics of the Yakuza, spanning 27 chapters and an epilogue. This book covers, This book is not a book of reference. It's not a book of criticism. It is something. There it is again. This is not this. This is this. It's not A. It's B. It's right. It's right fucking there. He used AI to write these fucking books. And he thinks that nobody fucking noticed. He thinks that...
That's so stupid.
He thinks that people...
This is absolutely pathetic. Like, this isn't even considered bare minimum. This is below bare minimum.
Oh, this is fucking hilarious. Thank you, Goodreads, for this one. Falsely accused. Victims of cancel culture. #MeToo abuse and vexatious litigation. The accusation alone can ruin lives in moments. Look at this fucking moron. He's basically trying to write an explanation as to why he thinks he's being falsely accused over this shit. And yeah, and this one shows written by Onision, Gregory James Jackson. So he's clearly got this shit written out as AI-generated slop. And he fucking cracks it out and, yeah, published March 30th. How is he publishing a book a month? A book every month and a half? No, motherfucker. Even JD Robb, what's her face? Nora Roberts as JD Robb. Even she takes a little while to actually write her fucking books, even though she cranks them out like crazy. So what the fuck, man? I'm thankfully glad there are no reviews on this motherfucker, because I'm pretty sure right now every single review is just going to be dunking on him. So if you folks would like to see his content and I don't know, let Amazon know that these books are being miscategorized and are actually AI generated slop and filth and trash and clearly hypocritical, especially the AI is bad one. The fuck is he kidding? AI is the best fucking thing to ever happen to this fucking loser, this fucking moron.
Okay, I'm gonna have to quickly interrupt you. It is starting to storm a lot.
It's getting bad now.
Oh,
The
boy.
So we're gonna...
storm is
Well, we're gonna wrap up here anyway. In any case, ladies, in that case,
bigger now.
Dragonfang Zayana, give us your final thoughts on this guy. These final thoughts on how Onision is clearly trying to make himself known again by cranking out slop, and how his psychology, his fucking narcissistic form of entertainment, quote unquote, is clearly the germ from which Looksmaxxing sprung from. You know, like, give me your thoughts on that.
Yeah, it definitely was the seed that was watered, and now it's grown into this. He's disgusting. Looksmaxxing is just stupid and very dangerous, and it's like younger people looked at and says, "Ooh, if I am like that, then women will love me," and then they just became idiots, unfortunately.
Massive pricks. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if you want to attract a woman, then maybe you should actually talk to a woman.
Maybe you should, I don't know, be yourself.
Yep.
Be yourself. And
Not be an asshole.
Not be an asshole.
don't
That's
try
important.
too hard. And these people are trying too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way too fucking hard.
No
And they're
lies
feeling-
detected.
Yeah, and also, fuck AI writing stuff. I mean, like, dude, seriously? I find it ridiculous that he wrote 23 books. And just by looking at them, you can tell with so many, again, what I said, with so many different subjects, and somehow he's able to delve deep into them. That's a little suspicious because it is really difficult for anyone to have that many. I mean, unless you're a genius, but it's difficult to write about so many subjects like that in depth.
He's not just a genius. He's the
So
only
that was already a
honest
massive flash.
YouTuber.
And yeah, if you guys want to report that for complete AI trash and let Amazon know, sure.
You're
Again,
allowed to do that.
if it's against their terms of service.
Yeah, no, you're allowed to do that, guys. We're not going to stop you from it. If that's your prerogative, of course, nobody's going to stop you, right? We can't say that. We can't tell you what to do with your life. 23 fucking books, and he even fucking ran his 3 original books, his which are all the same fucking thing. The Stones to Abigail and This Is Why I Hate You, the stupid manifesto of a failed school shooter, whatever that is. And he even ran with the rewrite version of them, which is clearly just him fucking taking his books and running it through an AI filter. That's clearly what he must have fucking done at this point. And Zayana and Dragonfang left. Ah, poop.
Ah, they didn't even say goodnight.
Ah, poop. It's okay. It'll be all right. Jose, you go ahead. Oh, they dropped from the call. Ah, okay. Come back in then. Oh, there you are. Let's see here. Okay, there they are.
So, Ziana Rose and Dragonfang, as you were saying.
Sorry, go ahead, please. Can't hear you. Microphone.
Having signal issues.
Yeah. Like, sorry, oh well.
Shit.
I hate when this happens. Completely kills the momentum, but that's all right. We'll get this figured out, guys.
Well, hang on a minute. Wait. They did. I think somebody dropped a message here. Give me just a second.
That's Zayana saying, yeah, the signal's bad now, and the storm's getting bad, so we're staying out. Okay. That's all right.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
It's okay, ladies. We love you anyway. We're not gonna chastise y'all or nothing like that. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, Jose, you go ahead and give us your final thoughts then.
Oh my fucking god, man. This guy, fucking Onision, is such an awful cockroach, man. He keeps trying to find ways to perpetuate more lies and continue to try to make any dollar amount out of it. And from what you've told me, we've had private conversations about it prior to this, before the stream. He is making money off of it. People are actually like paying and subscribing to these fucking like ebooks. Like they actually buy into this shit.
Yeah,
they actually believe that his word is gospel.
There are some who still do, and I don't know how. I don't know how anyone could fucking fall for this nonsense.
The only explanation that I could think of is the reason why there is still people buying into it is because they're just as bad as him.
Unbelievable with this guy. Yeah, K-Strom saying we should get off soon too because Spectrum is wobbly in storms. We're wrapping up. It's all right. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, the motherfucker is a shill. He's a fucking shill.
No, he's not a shill. He's
not
a
a shill. No, sorry. He's not a shill. No, I was gonna say scam artist or grifter.
A fraud.
A fraud. Yeah, a fraud works.
And
yeah, no, he's a fucking fraud. He's a fucking pedophile, and No, this motherfucker shouldn't be anywhere near any type of public viewing. Not even for this. Not even this crap. And the people who are being duped and who are buying into this, like, wow. It's just they're lost on me. That's all I gotta say. All right, Juan, back to you.
All right. And what about the Looksmaxxing stuff, Jose? I mean, like anything.
Okay, no. The Looksmaxxing stuff, like, man, that is some absolute dumb fucking shit. Jesus. Ugh. And we spent this entire evening trying to building that connection on how freaking Onision has become synonymous with this
fraud and completely disingenuous fucking completely disingenuous self-help advice, and how that form of narcissism and clear self-aggrandizement is the germ that spawned the Looksmaxxing craze.
Yeah, exactly. Ugh.
Now here's the best thing, and I want to tell.
All right, now I'm passing it to you.
Okay,
go on.
I actually want before you come off the Zoom call or whatever, I would like to say something very important about this. I understand how much. Actually, you know what? I'll take the heat on my own, Jose. You go ahead and boogie out. I'll see you next time, okay?
All right. Have a good night.
All right. Get off the Zoom call. Yeah. There. So I'm going to take the heat for this one because I would love nothing more than to let people understand and help people see exactly what's going on. Why did I try and put these two particular fucking seemingly completely unrelated problems in internet culture and try and link them together? It's simple. They're both full of shit. Everything involving Gregory James Jackson, aka Gregory James Daniel, aka Greg Jackson, aka James Jackson, is bullshit. Because he has been trying to run away from his own reputation for the better part of, almost 20 years now. Because he forgets that the internet is forever. His misdeeds and his self-aggrandizement will follow him to his hopefully shallow and unmarked grave. But that's just my desire. And my desire to outlive this guy so that I can find said grave and relieve myself upon it still stands. But what's important is people need to be able to recognize how this sort of psychological disparity can lead to these harmful fucking practices like what goes on with the Looksmaxxing craze. You know? You got some poor, overweight kid who's like not even 12 years old or 13 years old, just getting started growing into his body, and he thinks that he's fat and that he's ugly and that he's never gonna get the girls. So he starts taking a fucking hammer to his face. So he starts buying fucking steroids and injecting himself with them. In order to get himself jacked up and swolled, not realizing that he's making himself sterile in the process, and all of that without taking any of the time to actually look inward, to actually do some introspective, to actually do some reflection of the self, to understand what these issues come from. What these issues of self-deprecation may be caused by. Maybe it's something that was drilled into you from other people. Maybe it was something that is something that was personally held belief that was instilled in you from other kids in school being bullies and being mean. Maybe it's because your parents themselves have had issues with dealing with how to like raise you properly. God knows, I was like, me being a heftier guy, me being a heavier kid, I've had my own problems growing up. You know, I was always made fun of being the fat kid, even though I wasn't even really all that fat. I had this, like, this time 20 years ago, I was closer to 200 pounds. Right now, I'm at like 250, 260, yo-yoing, depending on my diet and how things turn out. But my actual physical appearance doesn't really change that much. Yeah, I would be heftier around here, but I'm also taking steps with responsibility and with medical supervision to work on having this dealt with in a healthy manner, because I do have comorbidities. I do have diabetic neuropathy. I do have apparently a parental history of low blood pressure or whatever. So thanks for that, Mom and Dad. Great. But I still take the responsibility to not only work on my physical appearance and my physical health, but more importantly than that, perhaps, I'm doing my best to try to take care of my mental health. My wife and my girlfriends, they tell me on an unending basis how much they love me, how much they care about me, how much they appreciate me. And K-Storm, Effie, Bunny, ladies, I love all three of you. I love you all with my heart and soul. Nothing in the world can ever come close to what you ladies mean to me. What you've always meant to me. And I am stupid blessed for that. You know? Unfortunately, there are other guys who aren't nearly as lucky. There are other dudes who are not, who aren't polyamorous or who really don't have that kind of relationship with women. Sadly, and that's understandable. It can be disappointing, but it is understandable. And there's ways that you can deal with that. You can deal with that by actually taking therapy. You can deal with that by actually trying to see what women or men or non-binary folks, whoever you're interested in, take an interest in them. Take an interest in what they like. Share what you like as well. Actually try to find connections with people. It's by talking about your hopes, by talking about your dreams, by opening yourself up, by letting yourself be vulnerable with someone else. It's a risk, but I will tell you right now, it's a better and healthier risk for you, because that's something that you can bounce back from, because there are people who are willing and ready to support you. It's a far better risk to bounce back from than breaking your jawbone and sterilizing and turning your cranberries into craisins. I don't feel bad for Clavicular. He was an idiot child who clearly didn't have the discipline from his parents to tell him when enough is enough and when to fucking stop. Who likelier than not enabled him in his little self-aggrandizement crusade. And that's their failing. You should have been watching them. Apparently, you ain't parents. Diane Lane totally agrees. Thank you for that, Diane Lane. Much appreciated. And, it's not as if we're saying anything that's trying to be detrimental. I say this shit because this is what it means to be brutally honest, Greg. And I can be brutally honest and do so in a constructive manner and without wanting and acting on fucking underage girls like you do, Greg. So yes, Gregory James Jackson, you're still a filthy pedophile. I will still call you out as long as you continue to put yourself in the public domain I, Juan Arouse, will continue to dunk on your stupidity. I will continue to remind everyone why you must remain persona non grata among the internet, whether it's on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, fucking 4chan, fucking, like, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I don't give a damn. You, Gregory James Jackson, and your spouse, Kai Jackson. Hi, Kai. Don't think I forgot about you, you lazy fuck. You two motherfuckers have caused irreparable harm to underage teenage girls. You think that you were working to try and better their lives. All you really did was satisfy your own disgusting personal sex habits. And you did that to underage teenage girls. Not young women, not young adults, none of the other fucking euphemisms that people... You fucked with underage teenage girls. And the moment she turned 18, you dumped her. You had your way with her, and you dumped her. So let people remember, let people be reminded that I don't stand with pedophiles. I don't stand with people who are mentally and physically and spiritually abusive to people who are vulnerable, especially those who trusted you. So, until and unless there's some form of serious consequence that will ensure that you are kept off the internet for the remainder of your natural life, anytime you rear your ugly, rosacea-riddled fucking face, I will be there to dunk on you, to remind everyone of the monster that you are, and to expel your form of filth from decent public society. This isn't even me talking as if I'm campaigning, but lo and behold, that's me talking about as if I'm campaigning. You live on the other side of the landmass over here, Greg Jackson. If I'm willing to pick fights with your sorry ass, imagine what I'll do with the people who mess with us here in Tampa Bay. So there's another thing for my congressional campaign. Sure, why not? I don't give a damn. And you better believe, folks, however we continue with covering the Onision travesty, however many times he wants to rear his ugly fucking face, I'll be sure to tell you guys. It's an itch that I try not to scratch, but I am compelled, I am duty and honor bound to fucking remind people, to fucking warn people about Gregory James Jackson, about Onision. Gregory James Avero, Gregory James Daniel, James Jackson, Gregory Jackson. I don't give a fuck how many different times you try to change your name. It doesn't change the fact that you're a filthy piece of crap pedophile. And I will be there to continue to smack you down. And I'll be happy to do it, whether I'm in DC or whether I'm here at home. You better believe that I'll be doing it right here on this show, the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock, The Black Files, hosted by yours truly, Juan Arouse. Be sure to request access as we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe with the bell button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an inner flocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, youtube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock. Jose Casabona, Drag Tank Cosplay, and Zion Rose Cosplay, I am Juan Arouse. This has been the Black Files, and we are out.